Yeah, Jamie, we did hear from a bunch of small landlords, and some of them say they are unemployed themselves and they rely on those rent payments for basic needs. And they're also, many of them, very concerned about this possible rent strike, as well as some legislation on the table proposed by some Seattle City Council members. The words cancel rent on this car is one way people are protesting while socially distancing in a pandemic.
Already a third of renters have not paid rent in the month of April. And right now we have a patchwork of moratorium evictions across the country.
And now Seattle City Council member Shama Sawant going as far as to encourage tenants to boycott paying rent in May, even if they can afford to pay. Today, dozens of small landlords joined a town hall meeting worried about the repercussions of a rent strike.
I do agree that this is not the time to evict or to raise rents on tenants, but I'm very concerned about Sawant's organizing a coalition of people refusing to pay rent will only encourage the unscrupulous. If this is the case, will landlords get a reprieve from paying their mortgage?
Groups calling on a rent strike also support mortgage moratoriums, including Sawant. But small landlords still say they have felt no support from her and many other Seattle City Council members.
All I've heard is divisiveness about evil landlords and the pitting against groups of people together, which I think is just so divisive and not helpful, especially in a time like this when so many people are hurting.
The group Seattle Grassroots Landlords says they are also concerned about ongoing talks to extend eviction moratoriums beyond the pandemic.
The one that I'm most concerned about and that we're sort of urging people to contact the city council about is Gonzalez's 6-month ban. So whenever that emergency ends, so if it ends at the end of May, that means 6 more months that residents can use the calendar as a defense.
If that is the case, many say down the road it could lead to foreclosures or even a forced sale, leaving their tenants to look for housing somewhere else. Look, none of the landlords that were in that town hall meeting are advocating for evictions. In fact, they say many of their tenants cannot pay rent. They're working with them together on a payment plan and how to move forward. They say the goal here is to work together. I did reach out trying to hear from Councilmember Lorena Gonzalez and Shama Sawant, who you heard in my story. I was told that they were booked up today, so I could not hear from them. However, we did have City Council member Andrew Lewis, who did join in that town hall meeting for a period of time. He told the participants, look, I'm listening in. I hear your concerns. He also said that as a tenant himself, he's paying rent and he's encouraging everyone else who has work still and who can pay to do what they can. Jamie, back to you.